Hey guys, I'm Melissa.
I'm Patty.
And we are El Efecto Podcast. Welcome back, guys.
Yes, welcome back. Episode 41.
No. 41.
40 motherfucking one, bitch.
Uno. Número uno.
Paulina or Paula? Is that the little girl?
No.
Wait, what are you talking about when you say uno?
No, because they're like 41. I was just like,
oh, 41.
41.
Oh, because there's this, I'm on this side of TikTok where there's this mom, just 3 little girls. Mm-hmm. And she literally always records like the morning routines, like getting them ready. And her youngest, maybe, I don't know, maybe she's like 5, 6, 4, between 4 and 6. I think her name is Pauli or Paulina or something. And she's not a morning girly. And the mom always, she doesn't like hell. She doesn't like hell in her hair. But literally,
she's like, I like hairspray.
Tampoco. She's like shit in her hair. But literally, she's always like, I'm like crying in the mornings because it's just not for her. And then the mom will be like, te tengo que peinar. Like, ¿cuál peinado quieres? And she goes, sí. And then, the mom was like, okay, ¿cuál quieres? She goes, el uno.
El uno.
And she's like, ¿uno qué? So now the mom knows when she says el uno, it's a certain hairstyle.
Oh.
Y el dos es otro. So now she just, So when you said one, I was like, oh, you've seen the video.
No, I haven't seen that. Now it's going to come up on my TikTok.
If you've seen it, let us know because they're so cute. But she's a mood.
Now I want to see that. Like,
I'll show you. I have, I'm sure it's going to come up.
But yeah, guys, welcome back. We hope you guys enjoyed last week's episode.
It was shorter.
Yeah.
But literally the camera just shut off.
Yeah, it was shorter, but I feel like it was like a good little catch up.
Yeah. And then update on our camera lens.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to arrive next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the next episode we should have the camera
lens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. A camera or maybe something else. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. I was like, huh?
You're like, huh?
I was like, what you mean?
But yeah, guys, welcome back.
Yes. Welcome back.
And as always, we're just going to catch up on our weekend so far, all the things. Because it's been a fun week. I know for me, this week, like it's been fun, like for you too. This week for me, it has been a busy week, as you guys know, with work. I always say the same thing, cute. But thank you. I did red nail theory. Let's see if that works. I don't get Claudia till the first week of January, so I was like Manny for now, and then I'll just take him off. But yeah, guys. So like as always, like work has been pretty busy, nothing new, but it was also the week that like one, it's busy because everyone's like getting ready to like go out of office, like everyone's like, don't talk to me, do like the whole thing. So it's like, let's get everything done now. And then we had our holiday party type thing. It was like our uni awards, who cares, some awards and a holiday party. So it was I know that. So it was fun. It was super fun. It looked really, really cute. They had like all these different characters going around and like saying hi to people. Good food, always an open bar, and it's just so funny. Usually it's in the evening. This year they did 10:30 to like 1:30 or 2.
They said it's brunch, bitches.
Yeah, and it's like everyone has to go back to like the office, finish off some meetings. By like 2:30 or 3, they're like, oh, everyone's done. Like there's no way, like no one's really gonna get anything done.
Bitch, especially after open bar. Like,
open
come on
bar,
now.
drinks, and it's like, yeah, there was no way. But it was so much fun. It's always nice to like be with your coworkers, like outside of like just, I mean, technically it was work, but still outside of work, and just getting to know each other, getting to see everyone, like people you haven't seen in a while. So it was super fun. And I think that's pretty much all I did. I was like doing that, preparing for some other stuff, and then just with Kane. And yeah, we'll get into our weekends, but I was also very productive. I took Friday off, which was, yesterday.
We love a mental health day.
Yeah, I took it off. I was like, I have like Christmas shopping to do, and then I just had so much stuff to get done, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take it off. I have one other day coming up that I'm taking off as well, because there was a weekend that I worked yeah, there was like I worked a weekend, so I get those 2 days back, and I'm like, let me just take advantage before the year ends. So yeah, I took Friday off, and it was nice. I was like, damn, I like woke up early. I was like, damn, I forgot how like nice it is to just get your shit done and not have to worry about it. So I was like, okay, just get up, do what I gotta do. But yeah, that was like pretty much my weekend. It went by honestly very fast, even though it was busy. Like it was some fun stuff in between. Oh, and I went to a Christmas bar. I forgot.
Oh, period.
Yeah, I went to like after work. I met up with one of my friends. Well, I guess two of my friends, and then we went to like this Christmas bar. It was super cute. I've been wanting to do like Christmas things. I did go to the Christmas lights as well. Yeah, so I took Kane to go see the Christmas lights. I was like, you know what? Why not? Why go alone? Let me just take Kane. So took him nearby. There's like a Christmas lane. It's just everyone like decorates for Christmas. Super cute. Did that with Kane. He was freaking out, so we left.
Really?
And he for some reason he was not having it, which was weird.
Oh shit.
He was not having it, and I was like, all right. After a little bit, we left. I was pretty bummed out, but I was like, it's fine. I'll go again by myself, just to like enjoy it. But at least we got it done.
Did you do the train thing?
No, I haven't done the train thing yet. I have to do it.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do it last week too, but
because you're not going to be in the office anymore.
Yeah. But I think it ends until I don't know when. But even after work, like I can always like head up. But it's easier. It was more convenient.
No, but then are they still gonna have like the lights? Because it wasn't the whole point.
Yeah, I think they have it until I need to double check what day they have it until. But even sometime next week. But Christmas is literally this week.
Bitch.
Oh, I know.
Let's not talk about it.
But yeah, I've just been getting into the Christmas spirit, guys. That's pretty much what's been going on.
We love that for you.
Yeah, the bar was super cute. I've been wanting to go to the pop-up bar, so it was fun. It was nice. It went by quick. And that was my week.
Love it. There's a little more, but we'll get into it.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But you had a fun week too.
I know. I had a very jam-packed, fun, tiring week. So this week I had a work trip and I went to Washington, D.C. First time ever. So nice. And
it looks so pretty.
It was beautiful. And it was my first time experiencing like East Coast, like cold weather, like real cold. And I'm talking about like in the 30s. And I literally was like, bruh, I had to order a beanie and gloves because a bitch didn't have either. I mean, I had beanies, but I needed like a thicker one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was in DC I was technically there for 2 nights, 2 days, between Tuesday and Thursday. So like Tuesday, I worked in the morning a bit and then headed to the airport. And then I landed in DC like around 9 p.m. Literally, I fucking slept on the flight. Like, I don't know how people work on an airplane. Like, I have yet to do that. I did work at the airport, though, while I was waiting, so that was good. I stayed on top of that. But I slept on the plane, and then literally Tuesday, we were just jam-packed. Like, literally from, like, breakfast until the end of the night, it was, like, everything. It was just, like, go, 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 go. And it was a good experience because the trip itself, it was... we basically went, and when I say we, it was not really people from my team, but just people within the company. So people within the division, you kind of get mixed up into different groups so that one, you can network, meet new people, and it's like a fun way that you guys are put in a different state and you like kind of just like comp shop. So we did that and it was really good. One of someone I work with gave me advice. They were like, I highly recommend that you don't like stick or like always stay with like the other person from our office, like from our LA office. He was like, this is your opportunity to like make relationships with the other people so that they know who you are. And I was like, oh yeah, like that was my intention. But him saying that was like, okay, now I'm gonna make sure even more. So like little things like when we would do our like carpool, oh, who wants to go in this car? I would make sure like I would be in a car with at least 2 people I didn't know.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, oh, I'll go here, or like, oh, we need to split up 5 and 5, and it's like if I knew people in one group, I'd be like, oh, I'll go to this group, like I'll be over here.
Yeah.
Even like at dinner, I instead of sitting on one side where like the LA people were, I would like sit where like the Boston people were, just so I can get to know them. And it actually worked out because something so small. So the waiter came over and was taking drink orders, and he was Latino. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna speak to him in Spanish. So I ordered my paloma, and I was just telling him blah blah blah. And then I gave my dinner order. Cool. And then one of the other people, one of my coworkers, was like, "Oh, are you bilingual? Like, where's your family from?" Blah blah blah. We got into all that, and then another employee that was sitting next to me was like, "Oh, you should reach out." He was like, "Oh, do you know so and so?" And she's a manager. And I was in Boston, and I was like, I know her name. I've been on calls with her, but I don't know her. He was like, I highly recommend you reach out to her because she would love to have like a connection with someone. Like he was like, one, you speak the language. She was like, that's her first language, and she's like in Boston. She's kind of lonely, at least in the office. She's kind of like the only one, and like she had someone, but that person left the company. So he was like, I highly recommend you like reach out to her, make a connection with her, because like that would be good for both of you.
Yeah.
And like she's a great person just to have like a relationship with. And I was like, oh my god, like thank you for even saying that. And even at the airport, he was like, I'm gonna connect you with so and so. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. But it was good, really really good. Oh, and I didn't tell you, on our flight home, we were in like the terminal waiting, and then all of a sudden I see this woman standing in front of me, this cute like petite like older black woman. She was dressed super nice. She had like a suit, like the skirt suit. She was with someone, and people kept coming up to her, like talking to her, taking pictures with her. And and I only saw the back of her head, and I was like, oh, I think this is Congresswoman Maxine Waters. And then I see her side profile, and I was like, it's literally her. It's literally
so
her.
Funny.
And you know the first thing I thought of? My tío Loy.
Yeah. I was like,
that's the first thing I thought of, because she couldn't attend. So one of our uncles, our abuelito's brother, passed away last year or 2 years ago.
I think it's going
maybe 2 years.
I think it's going to 3.
Oh shit, damn, that was fast. But our tío was very involved in like the community and all of that, and it was just insane that literally Congresswoman Maxine Waters, she couldn't attend his funeral, but she literally sent someone to speak on her behalf. Like she wrote out a speech and had someone read it at his funeral. So when I saw her, I like kind of got choked up because I thought of him, and I was like, and it was just crazy because I flew out Tuesday, which was Abuelito's 11th like heavenly anniversary, and then I was flying back the day before his birthday. So the fact that it's probably a stretch, but to me, I was like, the first person that popped in my head was my uncle, and I was like, it's just crazy like how close everything was. But yeah, the trip was so good. Weather, loved. I think the highest it was like 47.
Oh, I love that.
And then at night, we did a night tour of all the monuments.
Let's talk about that.
Beautiful. And our tour guide, she did a really good job. And one thing that I really appreciated that she said was, or that she did, was she didn't glamorize like the United States. She was like, I'm not here to like only talk about the good. She was like, in order to truly understand why we are the way we are, or like why this monument is here, is you need to talk about the good and the bad, because no one is perfect. We are not a perfect country, and to think that, she's like, is you being ignorant. And I was just like,
period,
preach, baby girl. And like, she knew her shit. Obviously, she was telling us like everything, but it was crazy, like being there and seeing it. Like when I saw the Lincoln bitch, I literally was like, and it was so quiet. Like there was just like, everyone was just like in awe. I felt this little. It was just so immense. Crazy. It was cool.
Even the White House, like it's
bro,
dude,
we
like,
literally,
we're U.S. citizens. Like seeing the White House, like that's crazy.
Yeah, I literally was like, and then the tour guide, she was kind of quirky. She was like, oh, make sure no one tries to jump over the fence because you will get shot down. Or like, she said something. And so as we're walking towards the White House, and we're outside the gate, so we're like taking pictures, and then we see roses like by the gate. And one of the people from my group was like, so I wonder how fast, they're like, how fast do you think you'll get shot down? Is it like the second you hit the grass or what? And we were like, oh, let's throw a rose and see what happens. But we didn't. But yeah, so that was all Wednesday. Literally the tour was from 7:30 to 10:30.
Long.
Got back to the hotel, knocked the fuck out. We did more comp shopping in the morning, and then we went to the airport, and then I came home, and then I had to work Friday.
Yeah.
But it was good. I'm so grateful for the experience. I was very exhausted, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And then yesterday, which was Friday, Melly and I took a Soul Cycle class with Sophia and Sulema and our cousin Ashley.
Such a good class,
It was
guys.
so we talked about it last. Did we mention it? No, we mentioned Chris's class, but we usually take Chris and Dahlia at Manhattan Beach Soul Cycle, and they did a team teach for like the holidays, and then they had like a little holiday party after. And the class was lit.
Yeah.
Like both of the vibes, like we always take their classes,
and everyone was just like into
Yes.
it. Like it was so, yeah,
the
it was
energy
so good.
in the room,
It was
like
so good.
everyone
Yeah.
like singing, like
Like
it was,
that shit was hard. But
oh
it was
yeah,
so good.
Yeah, it was fun. So then, whenever we go to like have drinks after, like food,
I want to give away.
I was literally about to say, Melly won
I
a
don't
raffle.
win anything, and I won a giveaway. I won a raffle, and it was so good. Like, and I freaking loved everything that was in there.
I know it was a lot of
Like,
good stuff.
yeah, there was some good stuff.
So tell them what you got.
I got a free class. I got some skincare samples.
Time out. The fact that she got a free class.
A free class.
Period.
Yes, free class, some skincare samples, and the full size to all of those. So it was like the night serum, a night cream, a face mask, and a daily moisturizer. And they're so
what's the name of it's Gemini Beauty.
Yes.
The fun fact, Sierra was telling me that I think the owner of that, she's a small business. I think she goes to LMU. I think she's like a college student. Either she's a current college student and created this, or she created it when she was in college and now has that. But I think she's like a small business. And like, that's just one thing I love about Soul. They always do collabs, or like they partner with people
I need to look
and they
into
promote
that
it.
now.
So I'm pretty sure that's what she said.
Because
But it's Gemini Beauty.
I did see their they have like a line, I guess a phrase that they use on all of their packaging, and I wanted to look into it because it's about how everything's like clean, and I believe they either donate to another thing. I need to look into it, but their phrase, even I was like, oh, that caught my eye. I was like, oh, this is like interesting, but feels so good. I like very high quality. I used it this morning. I was like, oh, I love it. So
It literally like
like
I have the nighttime one.
and I like freaking my face is very, very dry, and I've been like trying to get something like that, like gives me like that dewy, or just it doesn't dry
you gotta
me out.
hydrate.
Yeah, so this is good that I have this. But yeah, so I won that and a water bottle.
And then you got it in the bag.
and
Yeah.
and a t-shirt.
Oh,
So,
period.
yeah. But
Yeah.
we love that. But back to
Yeah, they had
the
like
holiday party.
four goodie bags, and it was just funny because they just kept pulling numbers, and it was like nothing, but it was literally like Melly, Sophia, David, and then I think Val.
Oh, David did get one.
Yeah, David got one. It was just funny, but like it was a long week. So I went with the intention of like, oh, I'm a drink. So
We prepared for this since last week.
yeah,
Lynn.
because I was like, I'm not driving. She goes, oh, I'll drive.
Right.
Let's start there. Let's start with the ride there. So Melly goes, oh, okay. So as she mentioned, she had all these errands to run. She's like, yeah, like she's like, be ready by like 3:30. I'll head to you, and then we could go. I was like, okay, cool. I'm home. I get home like at 3:15. I'm like rushing, change, cool. And then she's like, bitch, there's traffic. Like,
it was so bad,
yeah,
guys.
I don't know what it was, but
Yeah.
there was traffic, and she was like, I need to go get gas. I need to get home. I have to change it. She's like, I haven't eaten. I'm like, bitch, you have to eat something.
I was like, I'm going to stop by and get food real
yeah,
quick.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, not getting food. I'll get some freaking Ritz. Yeah, I was like, I'll get some Ritz or a granola bar. She's like, I'll see what I can find.
Yeah.
And then luckily I got home. I changed quick. I was like, peanut butter. We had peanut butter. I was like, peanut butter toast. Yeah. Like, good.
And then you went to go get Sophia, and me and Sophia were texting separately, and Sophia was like anxious.
Yeah.
Like she's like telling me. She's like, are we gonna make it? And I go, and I had the ETA up, and I was like, this is our ETA. I was like, I think we're just gonna have enough time. Like, we'll be fine. But then like the time just kept going, and I was like, we were getting stressed. So whatever. She picks up Sophia. She picks me up. Oh, and I had asked Sophia for pre-workout because I was like, Sophia, there's no time to stop to get an energy drink. I was like, so can you just like pour me a scoop of your pre-workout in a baggie? So cute. She like put my name on it, but literally looked like some other shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I guess I'm gonna dry scoop this. So I gave Melly a little bit in her water bottle. I'm in the car like taking it out of the bag, like,
guys, there was a lot. If I would have taken that, I would have died.
I barely gave her anything. No, but honestly, the pre-workout hit.
I swear I felt something during the class because the fact that I barely ate, or maybe it was that I had eaten right before, I don't know, but I was like, wait, how am I doing this right now?
No, dude, literally I was shook.
Yeah.
Usually, but after the first song, I'm already like,
it was
fuck,
crazy.
because they're just like, turn it up. And I was like,
and I feel like because no one was new, they were like, all right.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, from like the jump, I was like, no mames. And I was sweating so bitch. Like there was a point in class where I literally got up and I swear sweat like flew off my boob. Like
we love that though.
And I was just like, oh my God. But the class was so much fun.
Yeah,
we're like drinking, whatever. And then it was like the crew that works there, the 2 instructors, us, and like some other people that were writing. The majority of the people that were writing left. Literally the only ones that were left were like our cousins and our friends. So then Dahlia's like, oh, she looks at me, she's like, we're gonna go out after. And I was like, well, I'm not driving. I was like, I came with Melly. So she looks at me and she's like, we're gonna go to Manhattan Beach. And I was like, okay. And I was like, oh shit, we're going out. And we haven't been out. Yeah. Or I haven't been out in a long time. So I was excited. The crew is lit, all good vibes.
Yeah, they're all really good vibes.
And we went, what's the first bar we went to?
The first one, so it was Shellback. So it was the thing was at Simsey's there, but then it was Shellback, and then from there, Sharky's.
Bro, but literally, so going back to like, I went with the full intention of drinking. I always said no time. As soon as we got to Simsey's, I was like, 2 margaritas. Done. Cool. Then I was like, oh, I'm going to go back and get more, but this time I'll order fries. Yeah. So I can at least have something in my system. You know, girl math. Girl dinner. And we saw, and Melly was like, oh, my drink is so sour.
It was so sour. She liked it, but I was like, oh my God.
I love sour shit.
And then I had to chug it. I was all right, let me just chug it. It's the only way. Yeah, because freaking, I mean, hey, save the turtles, but those paper straws, I'm like, this isn't doing nothing.
No, I hate those fucking shits.
No.
So Melly goes, should we just get a pitcher? And I go, oh, I'll go order one. So I get 2 margaritas and a margarita pitcher and then the fries. So I come back, boom. I finish my 2 margaritas. I drink 1 cup from the pitcher because it was for everyone. And then I'm like, I'm good. Like, literally, I was like, that's it. Like, I'm not drinking no more.
And those margaritas, but guys, are big. They're pretty big.
And Sophia kept doing the fucking song, I like to drink with Patty because Patty is my friend. And I was like, And there was this one point where I took David's straw. Yeah. And I'm like drinking. And he goes, bitch, is that my straw? Like, I started laughing. And all I hear is Sierra, she's the manager at the studio. Patty! She was like, you spit on me. And like, I'm laughing. And like, my eyes are closed. And apparently I spit.
Ashley got up in time, and then me, I went straight to the eye. The margarita she had was sour. My eyes over here like, oh my God, like, dude, and that shit was hurting. And I was like, all right, let me just put it in there. And then we were like, this is like, it was just so funny.
I just couldn't stop laughing because David was like, bitch, is that my straw? If you know David, like, that would be funny.
The way that he says it.
Yeah. But after that, once I finished, I was like, water. So one of the other instructors, he went to go get Chris went to go get a drink, and I was like, water. I only had water for the rest of the night. So then we go to Shellback. Mm-hmm. We're just there for like not very long. It's like crowded too.
Yeah, it's like a super, like, if you've been there, it's like very like chill, but it just depends the day that you go. But they were like, we want to shake some ass. We're like, all right, next.
Period. So we went to Sharky's, and ass shaking, we definitely...
That is exactly what happened. Ass shaking for the rest of the night.
Literally, the entire... You guys already know.
Yeah.
Scroll down to one of our very first posts.
And also, the security guard there, shout out to him, because we were supposed to pay, and none of us had cash. We're like, dude, we don't have cash. So then one of the instructors that were there were like, well, let's go next door. I know it was like next door. I've been there. It's chill, but it's not ass shaking. I'm like, that's not gonna happen. And then so he's like, how many more people are you guys waiting for? We're like, about 5. And he's like, you know what, it's on me. And I guess he's like, security, he's like, it's on me, let them in. And someone behind us was like, what the hell, because they made them pay, but they let us in. So
and also there was like 10 of us.
Yeah. And then he literally told them, I think the other ones were kind of new. He's like, when it's a group like that, like, you just want to let them in, because they're like, oh, they're gonna spend on drinks, or just bring the vibes.
Yeah. So, and we did bring the vibes, because we were the ones no one was dancing until we started dancing. And it was just funny. So we're dancing, blah, blah, blah. We're just hyping each other up. And this is the first time that we go out with, like, the Soul Crew. Yeah. Lit as fuck. Yeah, just good vibes. So then one of the girls that work there, we see one of the workers come with, like, 5 cups of eggnog. And they're like, we're going to do an eggnog chugging competition. And one of the girls from Social goes, I love it. So we're like, go. Fucking, they're like, 1, 2, 3. They just chug it. And we're all watching like, go. Bruh, me dio asco.
Yeah, because of the milk. Oh,
I'm not an eggnog girl. Yeah, she did that shit. And then they gave us a bowl, a fish bowl.
Patty showed me the video, guys. It was so funny because they're dancing, and the guy just comes out of nowhere and is like, here you go. They're like, huh? They're like, for you guys, for all of you.
He's like, to share. And
he was like so excited, like, here you go.
And everyone was like looking around, like, what the fuck? Everyone started.
Oh my God, guys! Also, we were sweaty as fuck in our clothes. I felt so gross. Disgusting. I was like, dude, I fucking stink. Like, I felt so bad. I got
that
home.
Was all of us.
Yes, I got home, showered, but literally we were on the same. We're like, all right, Ellie's.
No, like, literally all of us. Yeah. We're like, I was like, oh my God. But it was so
we were gonna sweat more anyway, so yeah,
it was
whatever.
It was just so much fun. Yeah. And then you left. We left like around, it was like almost 1. Yeah. And mind you, like so and then I took a Soul Cycle class this morning at 9:30.
Guys.
So me and Sophia and Sulema, but Sulema didn't come out with us. Sophia was with us. So then as we're leaving Sharky's, Dahlia, who's the instructor, I'm like, bye. She's like, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. And I'm like, She's like, you're gonna be there. And I'm like, So whatever, get home, rinse off, shower, go to sleep. I wake up and I'm like,
did you do the rollover?
bitch, I literally opened my eyes. When I opened my eyes, I was like, fuck, I'm drunk. I literally was like, ugh, and I closed my eyes. I'm like,
let me just open them.
No. I literally closed my eyes. Like, sure. I opened one eye and I was like, fuck. And then, I was like, ugh. I did a cold plunge in the morning, took another body shower because I woke up sweating, cold plunge. And then I had to force myself to throw up because I was like, how the fuck am I going to be on this bike doing fucking push-ups,
throwing up,
doing fucking push-ups side to side, tapping that ass back, like. So I like forced myself to throw up. And then I go to Melly's to pick up Sophia's bag.
I know, guys. So Sophia had left her bag in my car the day before. And then I get a call at 7 a.m. in text. And I was like, she's actually awake. I'm like, oh my God, they're going? And I was like, wait, you guys are going? She's like, yes, Patty's going to get to your house around 8:30. I was like, okay. And then I like send a group chat to us like just about what I won. And then Patty's like, okay, I'll be there soon. I was like, oh my God, they're really going.
No, it's funny because I honked and Melly is literally laughing coming to the car. She's like, bitch.
I was like, I'm so proud of you guys.
You're like, I'm impressed.
Like, oh my God.
And I just had my glasses on. I was just like, that's why my voice sounds like this, but it was worse in the morning.
Worse in the morning, yeah. And like Patty said, like it's been a while since we've like gone out, and I also feel like because there was one guy, but it was like a girls' night, and everyone was just vibing.
It was a girls' night.
Yeah, it was, and he brings all the vibes too. So it was just so like I was like, oh my God, I love this. Like it's been a long time since like any of this, so it was nice. And usually like they're regulars, I'm not, and like they literally welcome me with open arms. Like they're so freaking cool, so it was nice to just be there, and it was a fun time.
Yeah, and kind of like to your point about like the work, like when you're with your coworkers and you hang out with them outside of work, even though Soul Cycle isn't work, hanging out with them outside is just so different.
Yeah. Because you get to know.
Yeah, and then literally when we showed up to class today, I stopped at 7-Eleven and got me a fucking electrolyte coco.
Like, I need it.
Because, bro, I literally was on the struggle bus. I was like, oh my God. I felt like even though I showered, I'm like, I feel like I still smell like alcohol. Like, I was like, oh
dude,
my God.
Dude, when you were on the bike, you were probably like, do I smell like tequila?
No. I felt like I could smell it, and I was like,
because I'm like, I feel like, the next day, like, I'm like, everything that I sweat, I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah,
like,
I was like, no. And then, of course, so we get to class, and I have a little headache because I'm crudiskis. So I have my glasses on, I walk in, and one of the girls who was out with us was working the front desk, and then the Sierra was there. And I go, morning. She's like, oh, look who it is. Whatever, we're in class, and of course, Dahlia's like, oh, we had so much fun last night. We probably drank a little too much. And she goes, Pati, how you doing over there? And I just show her my fucking sweater. But it was good. All good vibes. But and then we found out that literally all of them like left their cars there.
She was like telling me.
And then the other instructor, Chris, who came out with us, he had a class. He was teaching at 11, so he walks in at the end of Dahlia's class, and he's like, I made it. He's like, how'd you guys wake up? And I'm on the bike, like...
You're like, don't talk to me.
I'm like, he's like, you were talking all this shit. I was like, I'm fine. It's not a big deal. But it was fun.
Mm-hmm. It was really fun. I know, and now tomorrow we have another class, Justin Bieber.
Yes, and Era's Justin Bieber era. It's like at 10:45.
Yeah.
So it's like not too early. It's my first time ever taking this instructor. Have you ever taken her?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I feel people have taken her before, and they like her.
I think Em has taken her a few times too,
and they like her, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
But like just being out, it was just fun.
Yeah.
And like again, they have. The Soul people only know us at Soul. So, like, they've never experienced us.
They were all like, hey!
They were shook. And I was like, to me, to us, it's normal.
Yeah.
Because this is just what I do. It's the way of... Perreo is
Sophia,
life.
I was like, yes. I haven't seen Sophia shake ass in a long time. I was like, I love this.
No, literally. It was just funny. But it just made me think of, like... They all like the previous times, like in the last maybe like 2-3 years of us going out, like just like the stories.
Yeah, guys, insane. so much has happened. And even like when we were like at dinner, well, not dinner, but drinks or whatever, and we were talking about Galentine's and just like reminiscing that day. Like, oh my gosh,
I was like showing them like, because we went to 1212. And I was just showing them like this was us in the bathroom. This was
like,
us
if you
here.
know, you know.
And then I was like, oh, I fell on 3rd Street Promenade.
I threw up.
Like they were, and they were like, oh yeah, they're like we know 1212, and I was like, so when are we going to brunch?
I know. And if you guys have been to 1212, the fountain,
black hole.
And the fountain like right in front of it. apparently everyone has something going on with that fountain because she was telling us one of Dahlia's like friends, she's like, oh my god guys, like I try to go swimming in there and I think she opened up her head or something. I was like, oh my god,
I missed that.
Yeah, because I was letting them know how Andrew like grabbed the water, and then she's like, she's like,
god.
trust me, that freaking fountain, it's dangerous there. I was like, oh my god, and she was like telling me, I was like, but
yeah, we're talking about Valentine's Day, but just like then it just made me think like, damn, we've had some really good nights out.
Yeah,
I think one that always sticks in my head is when we went to the escape room.
Oh my god.
So this was like the gang, so there's like 11 or 12 of us, and we pre-gamed, and if you know our pre-games, I don't know how many cases of claws, and we I think we killed a bottle of tequila.
Probably.
To pre-game, and then in the car we had another bottle. We were still drinking. Like I was drunk off my ass, like,
and we were like, escape room, we gotta be drunk.
Bro,
like we were just like, oh my god.
And this is when we saw the masks were enforced outside, so we had to wear them while we were in the room. Imagine you have a big ass group of people drunk off their ass.
We don't want to have the masks on.
Like we were like children. I felt so bad for the people working because they kept saying on the intercom, "Put your mask on," and we just we would have.
We would try. We were like, "Put your mask on." Listen, guys.
If like that escape room were like real life,
we would have been dead.
We would have been dead because we kept saying, "Can we get a hint?"
Get a hint.
We didn't even understand.
In the van, there was a lot going on.
We were like, freaking van. We were like, why the fuck are we in a van? They're like, that's it. We just get in and get out.
Our cousins were very, very lit.
It was just
everyone.
Fun. And then we went out after. But that was a fun time. What other like what night out like sticks out to you?
A Big Bear first trip with a gang, but like that was just a whole other level.
Because it was basically the cousins and then Leslie and Brian.
Yeah, like that. It was just, and we had like, I don't know, that Big Bear trip. Like all of our trips are fun, but it was just like,
because that was the one that like kicked off. Everything.
Like I remember that so clearly. Like just us, like when we walked in, dude, and Danny was like the chat. Like it was like
literally like the challenge. Crazy. We're all fucking running looking
and
for
like
a room.
Like there's so many.
Yeah, like the gang trips are always fun.
Yeah.
When we used to go out with the twins like regularly, bruh.
Yeah, because there was a while we were just going out.
It was like right when like everything started to open up. We were just like out. And also because I think the pandemic, we drank way more because we were just like, we'll just hang out in someone's backyard.
Yeah, and play games, do like whatever we had to do.
But we were just going in.
Yeah. Halloween.
Oh my god.
There's like so much.
I think we talk about our Halloween party?
We did.
Lit.
We talked about Halloween. Like,
did we ever? We never talked about Vegas.
No, we did.
We did?
Yeah. We did because we made sure we sent the text. That's how I know.
I don't. Okay. Period.
Yeah, we did. Vegas was like our first time all going to Vegas together.
It was like, it wasn't everyone, but it was for it was most people.
Yeah.
But Vegas is probably one of my favorite trips, regardless of we did talk about it, regardless of how many people ended up like regardless of what happened and how many people came home.
It was just so much fun.
It was so much fun.
Oh, I'm like, we've freaking lived life. And even yesterday I was talking to David and we were just having a conversation and he was pretty much like, dude, I lived like, when I think back and think about all this shit and same, I was like, dude, I know, even like there's just so much,
literally
so much.
Oh, when he was showing us his graduation videos. No, but I mean, as we should, the fuck, like, we're young, this is the time where we could turn the fuck up. And in our family, that shit just never ends. Like dead ass.
No matter how old we get, I
got a tia who's in her 60s that still be clubbing. So and she be going with like family members. It's like I have cousins that are older that still turn up, party, get bottle service. Like it's a way of life, baby.
Living life.
But that's it. We literally just wanted to like catch up.
Yeah. That said,
What was the shoddy base thing?
There you go. There you go. This is today's episode. We hope you guys enjoy this week's episode. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe.
Subscribe. I will always love that.
Follow our social medias. Go on Spotify and download and like the episode.
Yes, please.
And we will see you guys in our next episode.
Bye.